What's going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. And in today's video, guys, we are going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and played, Real Sociedad, in the round of 32, first leg, guys, in the UEFA Europa League. Anyway, guys, welcome back to the Europa League. We are here once again, back again in the Europa League, but I guess it's another way of getting into Champions League. And obviously it'd be nice for some silverware. Obviously we're still searching for that this season under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Being as a Manchester United fan, if you ask me, Brett, are we going to be getting silverware this season? I hope so. This is a chance to get silverware. I want to go all the way. Hopefully we can this time get to the finals and not come short this time round. And obviously last season we crashed out in the semi-finals. That wasn't good enough. This time round in the Europa League, it's one that we've got to take seriously if we want to win some silverware. And obviously it's another way of getting into Champions League. People, yes, may say we're in the top four. We need some silverware. Forget about that. We need some silverware. Our Europa League journey started last night. Here we go again, back again. Europa League, here we go. But anyway, guys, let's just get straight into today's video. So we made 4 changes from the last game against RB Leipzig. Talking about the starting 11, so we started with Henderson, Wan-Bissaka, Bailey, Maguire, Telles, McTominay, Fred, James, Fernandes, Rashford and Greenwood. Get into the overall reaction now. Fernandes double puts Solskjaer's men in charge. Clinical Man United crush Real Sociedad. Wow, what a game, what a win, what a result. We were too strong, too professional and too ruthless. The tie is already over. Tactically, we were spot on. Play the kids next week, Ollie. Nice to see Amad Diallo get his debut. We are now in the hat for the round of 16. We needed that for the confidence winning mentality and to get back to winning ways. I hope we can make it 8-0 on aggregate. Should be a nice and easy game next week at Old Trafford. Still unbeaten away from home. We got the job done. Fantastic performance. Well done, boys. That was a well-deserved win. Up the fucking Reds. Win done. And clean sheet done. Anyway, guys, let's just get straight into today's video, guys. What did I make of the performance? I think it was a fantastic performance all round from start to finish. Overall, fantastic. In this game, I think coming into this game, I thought Real Sociedad, we probably thought, oh yeah, we don't know much about them. Sociedad, they could turn up and they could give us a good game here. I'm going to phrase them and say, you know, they're a good side, but just unfortunately, defensively, they were just shit. Fantastic performance from the players. It was a much needed win. Obviously, the last recent weeks have not been great at all. Inconsistency as well, going up and down, drawing games, losing games, winning games. We need to really rejuvenate our season now. We need to sort of build on this result now after this great 4-0 win. We've got to take it one game at a time now. This is not the time where to say, let's start celebrating. We got a great win last night against Real Sociedad, but no, we've got to take it one game at a time now. At the end of the day, it was a fantastic performance by the players. It was one of them that we sort of need to get the winning mentality back and get the confidence back and get back to winning ways. It was just one of them games really for us, but it was one of them where we had to turn up. We needed the tactics to be right as well last night. We were just too strong, too professional and too ruthless. And I thought defensively Sociedad were not great, and we went and exploit that weakness as well, like I said in my last video as well. But also there's some positives to take out of that game, and it's also nice to see Amad Diallo get his debut as well for Manchester United. Brilliant, it's brilliant all round. We're in the hat already for the round of 16. Dead and buried. Nice to get 4 away goals as well. This is what you need to do, and it's all about when you go away from home, it's all about try go away from home and get it finished in the first leg, and then there's nothing much to play for then in the second leg. Play the kids next week and you're well and truly through, and then you're clearly sending out a message. And when we go and clearly send out a message to the Europa League and say, you know, come on, give us whoever you've got. We can beat anyone really at the end of the day, and we could be top contenders to win it. You know, we could be one of the favourites to win the Europa League, and we just got to take it into consideration and let's not get too carried away from this one result. And it's all about let's build on this result now going into the weekend against Newcastle as well. But yeah, no, I thought we were spot on. Yeah, I think let's hope we can try and take it 8-0 on aggregate. And you know, it should be a nice easy game next week at Old Trafford, definitely for sure. And it's all about get the job done, and we're in the hat for, you know, the round of 16 already after the first leg, and it's well and truly over. For getting into the game now, I thought first half, you know, it was pretty much an open game for the first 20 minutes. I thought it was end-to-end open game. The game got stretched out. I thought, you know, Sociedad had a few good chances, and we had a few good chances that we didn't really take as well. Rashford again, just not taking his chances when he should be. It's annoying when you see Rashford through out on goal and he's just not taking his chances. And it could have been easily 8-0 last night if we would have took all of our chances as well. But at the end of the day, it's sometimes you take your chances and sometimes you don't, and you've got to be one of those. We're not that team yet where we're always going to be taking but we're not there yet where we're going to be always taking chances. But you are going to get games like that where you don't always take all of your chances at the end of the day, and but it's just it's for Rashford to sort out, and it's Rashford to overcome this as well, because he has done this in the league as well a couple of times as well, and he's not been taking his chances. But I thought the first 20 minutes it was an open game, end-to-end game got stretched out. Both teams had good chances in the opening 20 minutes, and then I thought after the 20 minutes we took control. We were dominating the game. We got on the front foot. We were playing with high intensity, high tempo, play with intent, play with energy. Made some fantastic runs in from behind, and that's what I liked about us. We got in from behind. With them being a La Liga team, they didn't really see these runs in from behind, and we had to be intelligent, and that's what we were. And we stayed patient as well. I thought we were too ruthless for them. We put them under pressure. We got the first goal. Then it's like, good, we're 1-0 up now. I think we had more goal. I think we should have taken our chances in the first half, and the game could have been finished in the first half. But then in the second half, we knew it wasn't finished. We knew that Sociedad will try and give it absolutely everything that they've got. I think Sociedad tried changing it tactically as well. I think when we were playing the likes of Rashford, Greenwood, and James in the front three, we got to see them interchanging a lot as well. James going as a striker, James going out on the left, Rashford out on the right. So they were interchanging quite a bit, and obviously you've got Freddie McTominay in behind in the pivot as well. So, at the end of the day, second half we came out firing, controlled, dominated the game from start to finish, got on the front foot, high press, high energy. We were there. We were ruthless in our play. We put them under pressure, and once we got the first goal, really, it was just like, when you get these chances, you got to take your chances. And when we got the second goal, we found our momentum, our rhythm, found our confidence in our play, and then as the half gradually went on, we went on and then we went on to scoring more goals. We got the third goal, we got the fourth goal, and then it was just nice to sort of say, 4 away goals now. That's us well and truly into the next round, in the round of 16. The tie's over now, and it's all about now. Let's go back to Old Trafford, settle it out, play hopefully the kids, and then hopefully win the hat, and we'll see who we get in the draw obviously next weekend as well. So it's brilliant, and fantastic game from start to finish. Good to see the goals come in the second half. We knew that there was going to be goals in this game as well. I think Sociedad tried to rest some of their big players as well, and we thought this was going to be easy for them. But I think we went with our strong midfield though. We were playing our first team midfielders as well, with Bruno, McTominay, and Fred in behind as well. And obviously, I said we were going to be making changes as well. So nice to keep a clean sheet once again when you obviously play Eric Bailly next to Maguire. And there were some fantastic individual performances last night. The likes of Maguire, Bailey had a good game. Henderson didn't have much to do, but I thought he played well as well. I think every player must take a pat on the back and say, we played well last night. You deserve the praise. And it's all about, let's build on this now, and let's take up this good confidence now going into the weekend against Newcastle. And it's going to be another tough one on the weekend, but get through that game hopefully this weekend, and we're going to be in a good position in the obviously for us to be in the hat for the next round. But fantastic performance all round, and you can't fault that performance. Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic performance last night against Real Sociedad. Nice 4 away goals. That's the tie well and truly already over, even though we have a second leg to come next week at Old Trafford. In these sort of games when you go away from home, and even though it was at a neutral ground in Turin, playing in Italy, when you go away from home, you always want the tie to be always finished. You want it to be well and truly over within the first leg, and then you're not taking it back to Old Trafford next week, battling it out. You end up playing your strongest 11 next week, and then your players are then knackered for the weekend. So when you sort of come away from home, you want to get a good advantage and get those 4 nice away goals, wherever it's 2, 3, 4 goals away from home, and you get those away goals, then it makes Sociedad work next week to get those goals. They have to beat us 5-0 next week, and you can't see that happening unless we completely capitulate and we absolutely throw it away, but you can't see it happening at the end of the day. It's just one of them where us and Tottenham, we managed to put our teams to bed last night. Once you go away from home, you always want that gap, and you always want those away goals, and when you get those away goals, it's well and truly over. Sociedad next week, they know it's already over for them as well. They can't really do much about it because defensively they were shocking last night. And this is it, when it matters and it comes to these big moments and when you get these chances, it's all about you have to take your chances. And when you get these nice 4 away goals, it's like, phew, we don't need to really battle much now next week. We've got a game on the weekend, look forward to that first, and then obviously then I can rotate with the squad once again, hopefully play with the kids, give them a run out as well. It's always nice to get a 4 away goals, settle it down now, go and hopefully score another 4 goals, just go and get a couple of more and then seal it off, and then really we're in the next round really already after the first tie. But like Bruno said, it's not over yet. It's not over till the fat lady sings. Once it's over, it's over, and we're in the hat for the next round, in the round of 16. Let's just hope for something similar next week against Real Sociedad. Fantastic. Can't fault that performance last night. Brilliant from start to finish. Even though we have got a second leg to come next week at Old Trafford, we're just going to treat it as another game, another FA Cup final, get through that. We're in the hat for round of 16, and hopefully we get a nice and easy tie in the round of 16. We've had it tough in recent weeks, but after last night's win, that has gave us the confidence, winning mentality, and finally back to winning ways now. Yeah, obviously when you've been in a bad run of form over the last few weeks, it's always nice to come into a game like Real Sociedad and say it's a chance to get back to winning ways. It's a chance to get your confidence back. It's a chance to get your winning mentality back. In these midweek games, they're never not nice to play in. When you go away from home and when you get these midweek games, and it's always nice when you lose a game, it's a chance to bounce back. It's a chance to put things right. And when you've not been in perfect form recently, like us, like Ollie said last night, he said, we've got our X Factor back. We've found our mojo back now. We're back to where we needed to be. Obviously, we've got a few big games now coming up in the next couple of weeks, with City coming up, Chelsea coming up as well. And this is a perfect time now to get back to winning ways, get the winning mentality back, get the confidence back, because you need that now. We're obviously now in a top 4 race as well, and we also need to start challenging City as well for the title. Is it well and truly over now for the Premier League? But you never know. When we've had it tough in the last recent weeks, it's always nice to come in a game like Real Sociedad and say, win this game, and do it in an emphatic fashion. We'll come back into this dressing room, reunite, and we've got the confidence back, the winning mentality back. It's nice to get back to winning ways. And it's all about now, after this game, build on this now. You've got the likes of Newcastle coming up, Sociedad again in the week. You've got Chelsea. Then you've got City. These are games that are coming thick and fast, and we've got to be ready for them. It's always nice to come in midweek and say, get back to winning ways. And that's what we did last night. Perfect way to do it against a good team in La Liga as well. Brilliant all round. It's what you want from these players. Who's my man of the match? My man of the match has to be Bruno Fernandes. Where would we be without Bruno Fernandes? He's my man of the match, definitely, for sure. How do we beat Real Sociedad in the second leg? Coming into this game now, I think it's well and truly over for Real Sociedad. They'll think that there's no chance now. I think even them, they'll think, there's no chance now going into that game next week, whereas we're in a great position now. We already know that we've secured round of 16 already. We had the game dead and buried, finished last night. Going into next week now in the second leg, I think Ollie can say, let's see how these kids can play this weekend in the under 23s, and then if they're good enough, they can come into the team next week playing the game against Real Sociedad. But this is a game now as well for the likes of Alex Telles, for the likes of Eric Bailey, Henderson, Brandon Williams, and all these players that are not getting a lot of game time nowadays. This is the game for them to come into this game and say, get some game time now. I'm going to rest Wan-Bissaka. He's been playing he played 8 games last month. He only had 1 game of rest, which was Watford in the FA Cup. This is a chance now to bring the likes of Brandon Williams, Alex Tellez, bring the youngsters up now. Amad Diallo, Shaw Tyre, the striker as well that was on the bench last night. Go and rest the likes of Bruno. But even Donny could come back for this game, even though he was injured as well for last night. So hopefully Donny could get a run out next week as well, if he's injury free. Some players that can come into this game and get some minutes, that can get 90 minutes under their belt as well. I think coming into this game, I think it's well and truly over. Man United have just got to dominate this game. Defensively, just keep it tight at the back, be a unit. Don't make mistakes, don't make any slip-ups. I think defensively we were really great, we were fantastic last night. And we just got to do that in the second leg, really. I think Sociedad, they've got some really good players. Januzaj, Isaac, Oyafabal. These are dangerous players that gave us that caused us problems in times. But defensively, we dealt with those players and we kept them quiet as well. And we did that really well last night as well. And we just got to do the same thing in the second leg. And I mean, if they get a goal, it's thinking, they'll getting some confidence and some momentum and getting some rhythm into their play. But if you do snatch a goal, it's just like settle down. Don't rush things. Be patient. You are going to get chances. Just go and take your chances. And I think if we don't want to treat this as a pre-season friendly or a training session or anything like that. We just want to go into this game, and this is another game. It's another FA Cup final. Bring in the likes of Brandon out on the right, Tellez out on the left. Go and do something Go and do something different with your centre backs. Play a different team. Go and play players that have not had minutes in the last recent weeks, and the youngsters will hopefully produce us a good performance. And I think it's all about turn up to this one, produce another good performance, defend. I think it's just, we know that we're so good attacking. We know that with these young players that we've got attacking, with our attacking threat, we can cause them problems, definitely for sure. The main worry for me is the defence. If we can defensively just stay compact as a team, be a unit, play as a team performance, so play as a team as well, get men behind the ball, be organised, stay in shape, and do what you've got to do defensively. Stay as a unit, don't make any mistakes, and another game here, just go and treat it as another FA Cup final, and once it's over next week, we know that we're in the further round of 16. Can't see us fucking this up, so 4-goal lead. We've just got to be defensively, stay compact as a team, and do our job defensively from start to finish. First goal, Rashford puts a nice flick over the top to Bruno. Bruno takes his time and slots it in for 1-0. Second goal, McTominay passed the ball to Fred. Fred passed the ball to Rashford. Rashford runs, passed the ball to James. James sets up Bruno and Bruno scores for 2-0. Third goal, Henderson grabs the ball, rolls it to Fred. Fred runs, past the ball to Rashford. Fred sees Rashford in space. Rashford scores a nice and composed goal for 3-0. Fourth goal, Matic passed the ball to Bailey. Bailey puts in a fantastic ball in for James. James runs and scores for 4-0. Getting into the stats now. The possession for Real Sociedad was 59.3%, and for Man United it was 40.7%. Goals for Sociedad it was 0, and for Man United it was 4. Total shots for Real Sociedad it was 8, and for Man United it was 13. Shots on target for Sociedad it was 2, and for Man United it was 10. Shots on target for Sociedad it was 25%, and for Man United it was 76.9%. Shots inside the box for Sociedad it was 6, and for Man United it was 10. Shots outside the box for Sociedad it was 2, and for Man United it was 3. Total passes for Sociedad it was 507 passes, and for Man United it was 346 passes. The pass accuracy for Sociedad it was bang on 80%, and for Man United it was 83.2%. Getting to the substitutions now, McTominay went off for Matic. Talk about Scott's performance, reiterated his importance with a box-to-box performance. I doubt going into the game he came off early in the second half. Rashford went off for Martial. Talk about Rashford's performance. Rashford was the wrong man in the wrong places in the first half. Wasted 3 excellent chances, but got his goal in the second, and his key roles in Fernandes' goal. Fernandes went off a matter talking about Bruno's performance. Where would United be without him? Fernandes notched his 20th goal of the season with his expertise of a striker and then got another. Greenwood went off for Diallo talking about Mason's performance. Performed selflessly and mucked in defence when he should have occupied a more central role. Unfortunate to be flagged when he seemed to have assisted James. Next up, we've obviously got Real Sociedad in the second leg. Another game, another FA Cup final. Time to play some of the kids. Time to give some players that need the minutes as well under the belts. Obviously, Sociedad on the weekend, they've got to play Alvarez. They've got a chance to bounce back on the weekend, try and turn things around in the next couple of days, and then they'll come into this game probably hopeful of trying to get in a result. But I think Sociedad, they know it's well and truly over for themselves. Their Europa League chances are in shatters already. It's just another game for us. Time to play some of the kids, give them a run out, give them 90 minutes under the belts. I think just defensively we've got to make sure we do our job perfectly. We know on the counter attack, in our attack, we know we can cause them problems. We're obviously dangerous on the break as well ourselves. I think there's nothing wrong on the attacking side of the game, but defensively we've just got to stay as a unit, stay compact, don't make any mistakes, don't make any slip-ups. If we do concede a goal, just settle down the nerves, be patient. You are going to get the chances, and when we get the chances in the game, just go and take them at the end of the day. Quick and bright start would be nice. It'd be nice to settle down now, just get a couple of more goals and it'll be well and truly over for Sociedad. Their hopes and chances for the Europa League's well and truly over. We're in control this time now. They need to score 5 goals. That's it. Ole needs to pick the right team, put the players in the right positions. He needs to balance the team out right. The structure in the team needs to be right. We need depth in the team, and he needs to select the right formation for the game. Sociedad are scoring 0.7 goals per game, and Real Sociedad are conceding 1.1 goals per game. They have the 5th best defence in the La Liga. In the Europa League, Real Sociedad have won 2, drawn 3 and lost 2. They've lost to Napoli 1-0 and Man United 4-0. This will be the 4th meeting with Real Sociedad. The last time Man United beat Real Sociedad was on Thursday the 8th of February 2021 and it ended 4-0 to United. Man United have never been beaten by Real Sociedad. The players to look out for is Romero, Monreal, Merino, Januzaj, Silva, Zubimendi, Guevara, Porto, Oyarzabal, Isaac and Batista. I hope you guys have enjoyed another video. Be sure to leave a like. Subscribe to my channel if you are new. See you guys in a video in the next couple of days. And peace.